Sam Levitt here inside the Padres clubhouse, and right now I'm joined by reliever Tom Cosgrove. Tom, another good outing for you yesterday here in LA. The results in the major league so far have been very good after a very good start to the season at AAA. What's been the key for you in this early part of 2023?
I think just not thinking too much about previous outings and just focused on the next one. Staying on top of my routines in between outings, especially if there's like several days in between, trying to stay fresh and just taking it a day at a time.
What does your routine look like right now between outings?
I think it just depends on the workload that I've had over the past few days, the previous days. Like if I've gotten hot a few times, if I haven't, if I've gotten in there, if I haven't. Trying to get off the mound before the game if I feel like I need to get off the mound. And then everything else just pretty much the same day to day. So.
How do you develop a routine over the course of time? Is that something that's changed for you as you transition to the bullpen, or is it something that's been consistent over the last few years?
Yeah, it's definitely changed when I moved to the bullpen. It changes week to week, month to month, depending on like how I feel and my workload and things like that. But we've got a lot of great help here, so I just kind of mostly listen to other people.
You've gone through some changes as a pitcher the last few years, moving to the bullpen, also going to a three-quarter arm slot. How did the development with your delivery, your arm slot, how did that happen?
Honestly, it's pretty natural. I think my arm slot now is more comfortable and natural than my previous arm slot, which was more over the top. I think I was kind of artificially doing that. So it's like helped me so much, just being comfortable throwing every day and just kind of letting myself be athletic and not like thinking about how I'm throwing too much. So,
how has it helped you against hitters? Does your stuff play better? Has there been an uptick in velocity? How has it helped?
Yeah, I mean my velo's pretty much stayed the same. I think it's like a different view for hitters, obviously. I think it's helped. My stuff seems to be better. I had success over the top as well, but maybe it wasn't going to play up as well as my new stuff does, so I think it's helped.
Here in the major leagues, you've been here for a couple of weeks now. Is it everything you could have dreamed of so far?
Yeah. I'm trying not to get too wrapped up in that yet. I'll probably appreciate it more in the off season, but it's been great, yeah.
What's it been like, the support from back home? You're from Staten Island. We've talked about it. I'm from Long Island, so not too far away in the New York City area. What's the experience been like hearing from people in Staten Island?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty unreal, overwhelming at times, honestly, which is a good thing. I got a lot of great friends at home, great family, so it's nice to know that they have my back. They want me to do well, and they care about me if I'm playing in the major leagues or not, so it's a good feeling.
I read somewhere that there have been some watch parties for Padres games in Staten Island. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I've heard about a few. A few last night, I think. I get a lot of love from back home, which is great.
I'm glad they had one yesterday because you went an inning and a third scoreless. Again, we're joined by Tom Cosgrove here on the Padres Radio Network as we get ready for today's game. One final Staten Island, or actually I have a couple left for you. Number one, whenever somebody asks me as a native New Yorker what my favorite pizzeria is, I always say Pizza Place in Hewlett, New York, right around where I grew up. Staten Island, give me the number one Tom Cosgrove pizza place.
I like Lee's a lot. Me and my friends like to go to Lee's. It's a good bar. They got great pizza. It's a low-key atmosphere. It's nice.
All right, Lee's. I'm going to check that out next time I'm home. Tom, the baseball scene growing up on Staten Island in New York City, what was it like growing up in NYC, playing baseball there and obviously doing it at a very high level?
Yeah, I mean, the competition was always, I remember from Little League, it was always like baseball. I wasn't like the best in Little League, the best in high school or anything, but I always loved to play, loved to compete, so I just kept doing it. And I had a lot of great friends who were great and loved baseball, and we all played together. It was just like, it was really easy to fall in love with baseball, you know?
And then you went to Manhattan College nearby from where you grew up. I've got to ask you this because I went and looked up your college photo, or at least a photo of you playing. Long hair. I mean, down to your shoulders. What happened? Now you've got short hair.
Yeah, I don't know. I went to school and like, I never really loved getting haircuts. I didn't have a barber near school, so I just like I just didn't cut my hair. It wasn't like a plan, like I'm going to grow my hair out. I just didn't want to get it cut ever. So, but now we're short. Yeah, it's gone now. It's gone now.
All right, we'll see if the long hair makes a comeback at some point here in the major leagues. We're joined by Tom Cosgrove on our Eco Water SoCal Padres pregame show as we get ready for today's game. Before we started talking, you were chatting with Ruben Niebla. We're always seeing Ruben in the clubhouse, handing out different papers and chatting with different players. What's the impact of Ruben on you so far here in the big leagues and in spring training as well?
Yeah, he's great. Real players coach. Like, he's always willing to help, trying to help. He like listens to guys. And he just kind of reads people. He seems to know like what people need, what people don't need. He treats everybody differently, which I think is important in a coach. He's been great. He's helped me a lot. So,
as a young player, have there been any guys in this clubhouse, any pitchers, I suppose, in particular, who you've really gravitated towards, who have helped you, given you advice?
Honestly, everybody's great. Like I can't even pick a guy. I feel like I can talk to anybody if I needed to, and everybody's willing to help, which is great.
This is a team that, isn't just playing day to day, but obviously it's a team with very high expectations. Now you're thrown into that and everything that comes with being a San Diego Padre right now and trying to win a division, win a World Series. Can you feel that once you walk in this clubhouse, just the expectations or the type of team you're with? Obviously a lot of stars here, but can you feel that kind of vibe, even though it's all so new to you?
Yeah, 100%. I think I noticed it in spring training, like when we first got to camp. It just seemed like there was no question about where everybody wanted to get and like how everybody wanted to get there. So it's nice that there's no gray area. Everybody knows like where we want to go and how we want to play, and it's just about performing and executing after that. So,
Tom, certainly a great few appearances for you so far here in the major leagues. Your major league career began in Mexico City, and then yesterday a very good outing, inning in the third scoreless against the LA Dodgers. Tom, congratulations on everything, getting the call up and everything you've accomplished. Thanks so much for the time, and we'll talk to you again down the road.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it.